Alright, it's your boy Cody Mack here. It's your boy Cody Mack here. Another conversation here on What's the Word, and I'm sitting here with Dlow. The man that needs no introduction. This is platinum plaque selling artist Dlow.
Yes, sir.
You know, this is viral Dlow.
Yes, sir.
This is Chi-Town anthem Dlow.
Yes, sir.
Kid, well shit, I didn't go say kid, just, you know what I'm saying, family barbecue anthem all across the nation Dlow.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? This is a legend. This is a world tour Dlow.
You know?
So what's going on, brother? It's been a minute since me and you sat down. How you doing?
I've been doing good, man. Been blessed, been growing, just finding myself, finding who I want to be. I've been good, man. I'm grateful for life, for sure.
So usually when I have these conversations, it'd be like the first time I talk to somebody and I'd be like, yo, introduce yourself to the artist. But I ain't even got to really do this.
We locked in, man.
So I guess I want to start by just like, I think last conversation we had on camera was been like 3 years ago. Last interview we had. So like now in 2020, like since then, like what's new in your life, brother?
Really just elevating, man. I signed with a new label, TVMG. Shout out to the family, the team, the squad. I've been making new music, just working on projects, just growing, trying to invest in property, trying to just be better at life, really. Yeah. So I've been doing good, man. I'm blessed, for sure.
Okay. And you looking blessed, man. You I seen you you had settled down at one point, had your little lady friend. How's that going?
It's good, man. You know, we going through the transitions of figuring out exactly what's the goal. Okay. But it's good, man. She a dope person. She be there for me. She hold me down. When nobody else is there, she been there through it all. So if you're watching this, baby, I love you. And we locked in, man, for sure.
Okay. You say when nobody else was there, like, I mean, you a platinum selling artist. You're like, what type of hardships have you been going through in these past few years?
Man, it's been a lot, man. From people using me to being in bogus contracts to family and friends just not being who they seem or who they need to be. Losing people, my mom, my best friend, hitting rock bottom. Losing it all, losing fan support, losing just hope in yourself and God and just life, period. Just really not understanding who you are, just being lost. I've been trying to balance that lifestyle, that mentality, you know. So I've been through a lot of craziness. So I'm grateful to be where I'm at right now, with who I'm with. Okay. And just being able to build and keep going.
Just taking it back through, I guess I want to say the dark period in your life. As a person that's watching you from afar, you know, it seems like things is good. Yeah. Yeah. So how did you hide all those emotions and just all those what you had going on?
Man, just allowing God to just take over. You know, me growing up, bro, like it's been hell for me. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she was a drug addict. I seen my mom get beat up. I seen my mom get raped by my uncle. My uncle raped my mom in front of me when I was little. I seen my mom overdose on drugs. I was my mom's superhero, you know. I was there. She called me for whatever and whenever, you know, and I started traveling a lot. And we lost that. And she ended up dying in her sleep 2 years ago from a drug overdose. And I didn't get to say goodbye. I didn't get to see her, talk to her. I wasn't there. And I just beat myself up every day for that. I was the one to save her. Why couldn't I be there to save her? I got so caught up in being Dlow that I forgot about the person that needed me the most. She gone now. I could never see her, never talk to her. You understand me? I never knew my father. Never had a father figure around me. My grandma and my grandfather, they were my parents, my everything. My grandfather used to teach me karate and how to count money and just how to be a man and focus on loving the women in my family. But he died. They found him dead in the alley. His brain exploded or something. And my grandmother was my rock, you know. She kept us together. I got 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters, and 2 younger brothers. And she was our foundation. She made sure we were straight through whatever. She ended up getting diagnosed with lupus and cancer. And she passed away in my arms in the hospital. She took her last breath with me. And it made me feel good that I was there. She felt okay because she knew that I understood, but still it hurt because it's like your support system gone.
How long ago was this?
It was about 5-6 years ago.
So you take a lot of loss.
Yeah.
How, as a person that take a lot of loss, and I want to send my condolences.
Yeah, for sure.
For your family. How was you able to create such like joyful music? Cause I've never seen you down. Every time I see you upbeat, live, kicking it, like how do you keep like create joyful music?
I just feel like I am who they raised me to be. You know, I am that joyful, loving, optimistic, willing to learn. Like I'm that person for real. I'm Dlow for real in real life, in human form. So I kind of like, man, I kind of just like block it out. I try my hardest to block it out. I try to just understand that it's people out here that go through more than I do. And I can't let my life put me in a position where I'm who I don't want to be. So I am happy because I want to be. Like I feel like that's like a thing. Like you are who you want to be, regardless to what you've been through or what happened to you or what happened. Like you are who you want to be. Can't nobody control you but you know? So I just try my best to be loving and happy and to be like energetic, enthusiastic. Like I do that because this is who I want to be. I want to make them proud. I don't want to be a statistic out here, get mad and start being somebody else and get killed or be in jail or something, man. I just want to let people know, like, there is a way. You can go through things and some tragic things and you can overcome. You just got to have strength and you got to have faith and you got to just have love deep within yourself, man.
That's right.
For sure.
So how did you so finding love, like when you was in your relationship, while you in this relationship with your lady, do you ever feel like some of your demons and your trials and tribulations like kind of pour over into a relationship and put a strain on it?
For sure. I mean, like that's why I'm with her, because she can handle that.
Okay.
You know, it's like it's times where I just wake up having a bad day, wake up emotional, wake up thinking about life and just be so drained, and I'm just so aggressive and so angry and so just like negative towards her. And it put us in a bad space. It kind of shifts the motive or the vibe that we was working towards, you know? And it's a hard thing to conquer. It's hard to conquer that emotion. But I mean, like, that's why I'm with her, because she understands, because she been through life. She been through situations. Like, she ain't had no silver spoon either. You feel me? So I be tripping because I can't control her sometimes, but she be handling it. I'm grateful for that.
You seek therapy at all?
I honestly thought about it, but I didn't do it because I felt like don't nobody understand me. I feel like I can talk to whoever, I can express myself to whoever, but they can only give me an opinion. Like, they can't give me the facts because they not me, you know, they not living it. So I don't really think professional help is my thing. I feel like I really just need to let God just handle it, and we just go accordingly, you know?
No, I get the answer, man. I get the answer. Because I feel like I'm the same way. But I do think, you know what I'm saying, we all probably need to talk that out with somebody to help us sort our demons out. So you should look into the whole therapy thing, man. I think it'll be good for you. So what is your relationships like with like people, your close homies in the cities? Like how did like your friends, like how were they helping you through all this? Because last time I talked to you, you just got out of situation in 2017. So you signed another deal that was on some bullshit after that? Excuse my language, y'all.
No, you good. Now, in that 2017 situation, that was like my final Atlantic situation.
Also, you was with Atlantic Records.
Yeah, that was the deal. And it's like, they didn't get me, you know? They see me as like this young kid with a good energy that can dance, that made this dance song that went viral. And they kind of try to like push me in a direction that didn't make sense. Mm-hmm. And when that didn't work, it was kind of like, let's shelf him. Just put him away until hopefully he can create something, because like, we don't know what to do to help. We can't help, you know? Mm-hmm. So after I talked to you, literally for the rest of that time until like the beginning of this year, I was just with that situation. With no help, no guidance, nobody that was willing to fight to just help me understand or just guide me to what was the place I needed to be, you know? So I'm grateful for who I'm with now, you know, TVMG. My old managers had me in a contract for like 4 different distribution companies, and they had to pay to get me out. They had to use their money and their resources to just get me back comfortable and stable and just be free of all like nonsense, man, for sure. Mm.
So Atlanta got you on this deal, so they ain't allow you to release music out of that shit while you was doing the deal?
No, like the first time I was with Atlantic is when I made Dlow Shuffle. Okay. After the Dlow Shuffle wave kind of like went AWOL, they didn't care. Like I literally thought that I just had a single deal. You feel me? So
what was the deal?
It was a single with they got the option. You know what I'm saying? So after that single, after I gave them the one single, they worked it. Weather Bam, after that was up, they had the option to release me or get the next single. It was their option, whatever they wanted to do, you know? Mm-hmm. So throughout that period of time, it wasn't no communication. I didn't even know I was still signing them. I thought it was just a single, you know? Mm-hmm. So I'm just doing different stuff, working. Then I drop Do It Like Me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that one went crazy as well.
Yeah. I dropped Do It Like Me, and when I dropped Do It Like Me, the first like couple of days it hit 1 million views. The first month actually hit 1 million views. Every label in the world started contacting me. Rock Nation, Capitol, Sony, like they was coming, you know. And I finally came into a conclusion with my team and my lawyer that I wanted to go with Capitol because they gave the best deal. They didn't have an urban department at that time, and I was gonna be the face of that urban department, you know. So I had just signed with Capitol, literally. The next day, Atlantic called like, oh, we still got this contract on him. We want him, you know? We want this. This is what we want. See, in that period of time, it was like 2 ways I could have went with it. I could have just said, forget Atlantic. They ain't been here. Stay with Capitol. Let their legal teams battle it out for some months and we'll figure it out. Or just, I'm sorry, Capitol, but I'm ready to move forward with my life. This is where I want to go, you know? And that's what I did. And I was signed to this company named, this indie label, DSC, when I made Dlow Shuffle back when I first signed with Atlantic. And I was in the same kind of contract with them, but I didn't know, you know? I didn't have that logic. I was young. I didn't really read nothing. I was just like excited, you know? So my contract with them was like, they had me, you know? They had me by my nuts. So it's like, now Atlantic got to communicate with them because I don't want to be there no more, you know? I had got new managers, a new team. I didn't even know that still was a thing. They never said nothing. So when my new contract came with Atlantic and the whole Do It Like Me situation, they paid them hella bread for me. Like for me to get unsigned with them, they weren't doing shit, you know?
How much was the ticket?
Over 80,000.
Okay.
You know? And then I just ended up going with Atlantic, you know. Do It Like Me did what it did by itself, you know. They didn't help, you feel me? It was just a messed up situation because they knew like they just won. I didn't need them. It was doing what it's doing. I was ready to go to Capitol where they would have treated me like somebody.
How would you? What if since Atlantic said, "Nah, we still got the contract on them"? Capitol was gonna pay them to get you out of
there. Eventually, that was the motive. You know, they was gonna fight, pay whatever, cool. But it's like on my end, that's a deduction from the shit that was gonna be given to me, my budgets. You know, my everything that I needed for me was gonna be deducted. It was gonna be decreased by so much because I knew Atlantic was gonna want hella bread. You know, so me and my managers, we made the cautious decision just to go with Atlantic. You know, get them this single, and then probably we can go back to Capitol afterwards, or go back to a different label or somebody else. You feel me? So that was the vibe.
And both of them singles went platinum, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do It Like Me went double platinum.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So what was the how much did they gross?
I think Do It Like Me made $4 million. I think Dlow Shuffle made about like 1.5. But this the fucked up thing about that. Like my deal with Do It Like Me, I had sampled Crime Mob and D4L. You feel me? So all the money that Do It Like Me made, I only end up getting 5% of that because of the producers and all the other people that was on that record. So people think like I
cashed out,
but I didn't. I seen fucking crumbs. The label cashed out. The D4L Crime Mob, they cashed out. I didn't get nothing from that. You know what I'm saying? Even Dlow Shuffle. It's sad to say, but it's the truth. Like I just found out this year, like the beginning of this year, or like towards the end of last year, my song Dlow Shuffle was registered under Stunt Taylor, the nigga that made Fifi on the Block.
Yeah.
My song was in his name, his IPI number. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never got a check from Dlow Shuffle, ever.
So Stunt was getting a check?
Who knows? Don't nobody know. Him or the label DSC I was with, don't nobody know. They keep saying, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, who did it? Everybody lost. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody got no answers.
So was you and Stunt signed to the same label at the same time?
Yes.
So they the same people who got the Fifi on the Block single too?
I guess so. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only logical explanation for it. But still, I didn't get nothing. That's the problem. You feel me? It don't make no sense. So we figuring it out. Trying to get down to the bottom of it. But like shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are things that distract you from like really like focusing on your music, your craft, being better. Cause you gotta deal with that. That take a lot of time, a lot of emotion, a lot of energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like me and Stunt was close. Wouldn't be no Stunt Taylor without Dlow. I made Fifi on the Block hot. That was me. You know what I'm saying? And it just didn't make no sense, man. You feel me? So
for you to say was like y'all still ain't homies?
Yeah, no, I don't talk to him. That hit me deep because that's my work. You know what I'm saying? I put in that effort. I don't got no answers. I don't know if you did this or not. But since your name is there, I gotta look at you as opposition.
I'm pretty sure Stunt ain't.
You never know, man. I can't put nothing past nobody. With the shit that I've been through, the lifestyle I live, it be the people closest to you. So I can't put nothing past them. If I get the facts, we'll talk. I'll apologize. But right now, all I got is what I see.
And what? All right, so take me to the conversation as men. When y'all had this conversation, what was Stunt's reply to that?
Yo, bro, I just looked up Dlow Shuffle. You know what I'm saying? I seen Dlow Shuffle was in your name. What's up? What's the vibe? Bro, I don't know. I don't know why would it be in my name. Why would I put it in my name? That's my question. Like, I'm lost. I want to understand why. That's a thing. And he just giving me the same shit. I don't know. Ask DSC. Call DSC. Yo, Stunt, name on Dlow Shuffle. He told me to call y'all because y'all did it. What's up? Man, Stunt lying. We didn't do that. Why would we put your song in his name? So now when it's time for both of them to talk, it's still no conclusion. It's still the battle back and forth. Stunt has said he went on ASCAP and asked them who did it. And they said the dude from DSC did it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a bunch of like confusion, man. So as of now, and it's me, I'll take full responsibility for it. I don't talk to him. I'm just upset. I'm not at ease. I don't understand.
Out,
yeah, no, we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna get figured out for sure. But for the time being, it's like how emotional it makes me. I'm not comfortable, you know.
I respect that. At least you being thorough and being honest with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't ready to have that conversation, but I think just like how you just said, you had to figure it out with your lady. At least figure it out with Stunner. Like we gonna be boys or we not, but at least put it on the table so we just move forward.
For sure.
Ain't no tension. You know what I mean? So I think that'll be. I would hope that would happen.
Me too, though. I ain't against it. You know, we got a history. We've been locked in for a long time.
Y'all like pioneers and y'all built this, like helped build the Chicago music scene.
For sure.
So like you can't mention with this wave of Chicago artists coming out without mentioning y'all names.
For sure. For sure.
Man, y'all legends out here.
Appreciate that, man.
So damn, you just took me through a loop with that. I wasn't even expecting to hear that.
Hey, man, it's a lot. Man, it's a lot.
We had a conversation off camera about another person we all know, and it's just crazy how it's like it be so close to certain people. It's like we feel like everybody should just be getting money and doing stuff together, but man, a lot of hidden agendas.
If it was that easy, bro, this Chicago culture would be a whole different place. It'd be way better. Way better. Because it'd be the people that's literally closest to you that be just not right sometimes, man.
Do you feel, because you've been in it for almost going on 10 years now, do you feel like the Chicago so-called gatekeepers or the people that we look up to and that's been having these seats in these A&R positions and these, you know what I'm saying, been in position, radio DJs and all that type of stuff, do you feel like they do what they need to do to help the talent in the city?
I mean, it's tough. I feel like they're not good at representing us the way they should. You know what I'm saying? Like the artists here with the influence, the music, the money, the resources. I don't feel like they advocate for the artists that need that helping hand.
What you mean?
Like, say for an example, say like I'm Dlow, right? And it's this upcoming artist that's buzzing in Chicago. The world just don't know. The world know me. You know what I'm saying? The world know me. I got fans everywhere. But this upcoming artist that's been grinding, working his ass off, and that don't got nobody to kind of like co-sign him. He need help. But I refuse to help him because I'm so stubborn, or my mind is just trained on me not fucking with nobody but myself. Now he ain't got no opportunity to really like break through. When then he got to reach out to somebody he don't know from a different city or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we don't advocate for each other the way we need to as artists. You know what I'm saying? It's been plenty of times where fucking a rep here from Chicago for Puma or a rep here for a label or something had the opportunity to reach out to somebody here to do like get an endorsement for a campaign or something, but instead they go the other direction. You feel me? I feel like it's not enough of that. It's not enough of that fight, enough of that putting other people in positions to make this culture expand towards like shit that we can't even think about. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And I've been in that situation. Me coming up, reaching out to other artists, dancing to their songs like, I support you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just rock with me. And it'd be like no love. It'd be like, you dance to my shit, cool. So what? I appreciate it. I fuck with it, but that's all, you know?
I didn't get that, but I know at least one. I know one artist that fucks you tough, like Chance fucks you hard.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. Like, if we had more of that shit going on in the city, bro, it'd be different. Like, when my mom died, bro, like, I couldn't even really pay for a funeral financially, and Chance loaned me some money to pay for my mom's funeral.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't know that. You know, like, I don't never speak on it, but I feel like, you know, you gotta give credit what credit due. Like, you need people like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, he opened the door a lot. I did a lot of Palooza, 100,000 people. I did the late night show with Stephen Colbert. I was working on this Netflix thing for him. It's just like, I was in 2-3 of his music videos. Like, that's like love, you know? That's the support I'm talking about. It ain't always got to be no financial support. You shoot a big video, you're going to have Chris Browns and Big Sean's there. Invite me. Let me come shake some hands. Let me come, you know, be in that environment. That's how you support. It ain't always got to be a financial gain. Like, experience is a lot. You get experience and knowledge. That take you a long fucking way. Like, just allow us to get that. You feel me? That's it. That's all I'm saying.
So Chance says is a real fucking humanitarian out here.
Like, he really who he seemed to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's not just the front for the camera. Like, he really, even like this dude I know named Michael Earhart, he used to feed the homeless, like, by himself. He reached out to Chance at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, look what we doing. Like, this is my goal, feed the homeless. Him and Chance came together, they made Taste for the Homeless. It's like, now, this man is literally on different blocks in Chicago and different parts of the city and neighborhoods feeding homeless people. And Chance sponsoring it. The food, the trucks, the everything.
And Chance don't speak on that because I didn't even know Chance had nothing to do with that.
That's what it is.
I know him and his father help out with Inglewood Barbie and her campaign. Like, but
his hands in so many different things, man.
You know Inglewood, you know she is gonna be known.
Yeah, for sure. You know, she make it. Hey, that's why I love her.
I love her though.
She'll go get her, bro, for sure.
Yeah, but
she ain't taking no for no answer.
Yeah, so yeah, Inglewood, she be going for hers. Shout out to her,
yeah,
Miss Clark.
Yeah.
But damn, I ain't Chance a whole ass humanitarian out here.
Yeah, no cap, and that's what we need, bro. We need that from Chance, from Dirt, from Herb. You know, we need them to be those people. Like how Herb just came and bought his old elementary school and turned it into a youth center. Like, that's what we need. That's all we missing. Because they look at y'all for the music y'all make. But if y'all start moving the way y'all moving now, it'll change the culture. It'll help those people that was who y'all was transition to be who y'all already had become. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
That's all. What
about as far as like different people that reached out to you and to try to get the cosign and stuff like that? You got any examples of artists that reached out to you and you looked out for?
Man. I mean, I feel like everybody that's ever, let me say this, anybody that was already in the game that reached out to me, like Dirk, I was in LA, Dirk reached out, come slide through this video, the Money Walk video, him and Yo Gotti, Black Youngster. He reached out. I came through and showed love, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew like his crowd, my crowd combined, watch that shit, you know, it'd be good. You feel me? Jeremiah, whenever we come together, I'm doing a show with him or I'm just coming to support or he, you know, we got a song together, you feel me? Stuff like that. You know, even Chance reached out and I was like, cool, let's do it. You feel me?
What about the younger artists that reach out like, bro, I need help with this, stuff like that?
I'm dealing with like 3 or 4 young artists right now.
Okay. That
just like somebody introduced me like this young trying to do this or that's me. Like it's not about the money for me. I'm literally, my satisfaction comes from knowing that what I'm doing, who I am, is changing lives around me. I want to be that person. I want to be looked at as somebody that's always willing to help. And I feel like that's a good thing and a bad thing. I've been taken advantage of a lot because of that. Me being so open-hearted and willing to help whoever, whenever, whatever. Like, people took a lot from me from that, but I'm not mad at that. Like, I had to experience that to figure out what to do different next time. But that's who I am. That's who Dlow is. I want to be that person. I want to help whoever. People reach out to me sometimes. It don't make no sense. It got to just make sense. Like, okay. I just got to know, like, deep down in your heart, this is what you really want. Like, it's not a game. Like, and then we go from there. Okay. I'm just not going to help any and everybody. You know
I would say, you gotta be real now, because I already know your DMs be popping with shout-outs. And you just can't be saying like, that no, and you ain't upholding the same stuff.
Yeah.
But nah, that's valid. Like, at least because your time is valuable. So you can't sit there and like anybody that say one opportunity, you can't help them. Yeah. But like how you just said, you give a criteria. Like, if I really see you doing this, and I know I can help, come on.
We gone. Whatever I can do.
So with you signing artists or working with artists, let's say, do you put these artists under deals, or are you gonna put artists under deals and contracts?
Eventually, yeah, that's my goal, to become that person to expand and grow and help people, you know, expand and grow. But right now, the biggest thing I'm doing, I'm just trying to help like with artist development. And I've been on 2 tours. I've been mobbed by fans. I know how to carry myself. You ain't never saying nothing negative about Dlow in no interviews or no blogs or nobody, none saying nothing bad about me. I know how to do it.
Right.
So my biggest thing is to mentor and just help artists develop, man. That's all. Just for temporarily until I, you know, expand my brand and become bigger and better, you know.
What do you say for the people out there that be like, yo, Dlow shouldn't be rapping no more, he need to give it up and all that type of stuff? How do you deal with those type of comments?
God bless you. God bless you. Everybody entitled to their own opinion.
That's right.
Say what you want. Feel how you feel. Think what you want. Only thing Dlow can do in those situations is just be Dlow.
Yeah.
Literally. I can't feed into that. I don't even let that, you know, be a thing. I hit a lot. 1 hit wonder. Cap, I got 2 hits.
Platinum hits at that.
Platinum, for sure. Don't nobody bop no more. Cool. Like, it don't bother me because they don't know me and I know me. Right. I know who I am. You feel me? And I feel like that's what caused a lot of artists to like go crazy or be like delusional or have these mental problems. They allow people to get inside their head and force them to like think about themselves differently. I love myself, man. People got to learn how to love themselves, how to block out the noise. Everything that is not perfect about me, I've already identified amongst myself. So the fact that I'm able to accept my flaws, nothing you can say can break me, can hurt me. And I feel like people got to learn how to be that way. There's been so many DMs, man. So much hatred, so much negativity towards me. And at first, let me be honest.
Yeah, I see some comments when you should be rapping, people would be like, man, oh, he said he quit rapping.
Yeah. At first, it kind of like, it's kind of a hurtful feeling. Just because I felt like who I was for the culture, I was just trying to be an example. Love the kids, teach them anything is possible, follow your dreams. You know, just who I was made sense for people to love me. But the fact that some people literally try to tear me apart and look past that shit, it's just like, it bothered me so much. The fact that I was able to not do it once but twice and not be appreciated for the effort, not even just for myself but for the city. It just made me feel worthless, you know? And I was confused at first. I didn't understand like why shit was the way it was, why people treated me the way they did. But I learned how to just let go and let God, man. Just be okay with with everybody not accepting you. And just maneuver through it. Just you just gotta control your life, control your mind. Just let God do the rest, man, for sure. So I'm okay with it now. I'm cool with it, you know.
Man, I'm loving the way you answer these questions, man. It seems like you really thought about this and you really going through a healing process.
Yeah.
So I rock with that, man. I can see you transitioning. And as far as you transitioning in your music career, like what's different? Are you still gonna be Dlow, or do you think you got, you know, how some people like Bird was Young Bird, now he hit maker? Like, are we still gonna be Dlow, or are we gonna get a whole new thing? Like, what you doing?
I feel like I'ma forever be Dlow. I'ma forever be me. But I'm trying to like transition Dlow to being who Dlow want to be. I feel like right now I'm making music for me. Music I like. Music that satisfy me and make me happy. I don't feel like I'm making music for people no more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of like where I'm going with it. That's kind of like why I want to be with it. I want to just continue to do me. I want to continue to make music for me and just be happy. And that's what's important for me right now. Like, I feel like a lot of people not going to accept my new music or where I'm going with it.
Okay.
But I don't want to get caught up into all that. I feel like I've been trying to be accepted my whole life because I never felt good enough or never felt loved or appreciated, you know? So I feel like right now, if I like the music, if I love it, if I love myself, appreciate myself, like that's good enough. I'm okay with that. You feel me? So I'm not trying to run away from Dlow to answer the question. I'm gonna be Dlow forever, but I'm just growing up, expanding my horizon for myself though. You know, I love my supporters, my fans, everybody that's been there since day one. Mm-hmm. But it's for me, you know.
I respect that. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a lot of stuff that's going on in the world right now. You know, as far as like police brutality, you know, cops killing people, all these riots, you know, COVID-19. Like, how's your mental been in the year 2020?
It's been an emotional roller coaster for me, for sure. Paul George, Breonna Taylor.
George Floyd.
George Floyd. I said Paul George. I'm thinking about the damn basketball player. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. It's like, it's an inconvenience for us as black people to have to constantly go through these battles with the people that's supposed to protect and serve us. I've been dealing with police brutality my whole life. You know, growing up out west and just seeing the police take money from the big drug dealers and pocket it, or, you know, drop one of the gangbangers off in a different neighborhood because they don't respect them, you know, or stuff like that. Like, I've been dealing with that forever, and the fact that there's no answers, there's no solution, there's no justice. You kind of feel stuck, lost, afraid, trapped. You know, it's like, I feel bad for my people. But us as black people, we just gotta find a way to overcome. You know, I feel like we fall victim of not really understanding how to overcome. It's like, we're just angry. We want to destroy. We want y'all to feel our anger. I just feel like we got to come up with better ways to hurt them as much as they hurt us. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't got those answers, you know. I don't got the solution to none of the problems. I'm just as confused as most of my brothers and sisters. But hopefully we can get the justice that we deserve, you know, before it's too late, before this become bigger than what it has to be. And I don't know if that's even a accurate statement, bigger than what it has to be. I feel like it has to be as big as possible, but before I get to that point, I just hope that we can just come up with a solution.
Do you feel like the rioting, because the rioting was a solution, or you think they got people that got them to really to understand where we come from and feel our pain?
I feel like the rioting was excessive. I feel like it was a little too much here and there. I understood the anger and the meaning behind it, but I wish that it wasn't as consistent as it was. I wish that we could have did it heavy, did it heavy to where it made a statement, and from there we kind of like went towards something else. Because honestly, some people were just rioting just to riot, and it became an issue for black-owned companies. I know about 7, 8, 10 different black-owned businesses that was destroyed because of the rioting.
I know out west got hit kind of hard, huh?
Hard, like.
And it's already a lot.
It's tough already out there.
Yeah.
So it's like, y'all they was taken from our communities. That was already hit, that already was almost at its lowest, and kind of just took us below that. So I really feel like I wish that the rioting was like, it had like a direction, because there wasn't no direction with the rioting. I feel like I wish that it was executed better than what it was.
That's facts. Since we out west, I'm gonna bring my next question and transition out west. I feel like right now, when it comes to music in Chicago, for the longest, everything was east side, south side generated. And, you know, Polo came to rep the north. Polo and Pappy, shout out to them. And Tay Sav, they was going hard. They're going hard for the north.
For sure.
But it seems like now it's like a little something different brewing out west right now. Y'all got a little sound. Y'all keep coming. You know, like, you know, out west Chicago right now. Who they need to be looking out for, and like, you know, out west Illinois.
L Hitter for sure. Man, we still ain't forgot about Lil Fo. Like that boy, you feel me? Pronto,
Spazzing.
Heavy Steppers.
Spazzing.
I always get their name wrong, but they got that song like she playing with Dino basketball.
You talk DC brothers, DCG brothers, yeah.
They going crazy. Like people like that, man. Like, and it's a joy because they really going crazy and they really representing for out west. Like, and it make me feel so good because I'm like born and raised out west, like for life. Out west crazy, 290 for sure. But them boys going crazy, so shout out to them. Make sure y'all tune in with them, check them out, because I'm supporting them 100% just because of the coach, you know, just because they out west, you feel me? But they definitely put in that work for sure.
Yeah, shout out to out west Illinois, man. I love to see it, man. I got something I got brewing for out west, so I love to see it, man. I like to see that. I like to see that part of town get to get its shine, if that makes sense.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
You know, recently we talk about Chicago and the rioting, but then, you know, also in Chicago we talk about the violence. You know, and when it comes to hip hop culture, we talk about the things that we don't got. We can't get along. It's another one. You know, we just lost, you know, FBG Duck. You know, like, did you have a relationship with bro?
Yeah, I was cool with him. Like, real cool, man. He was a good dude, bro. It's sad, though, you know. It's an inconvenience that he did. I mean, like, you gotta think about it. Like, that come with that lifestyle. That come with, like, that message, you know. That come with it. And it's sad that we gotta lose people, because that's, honestly, that's like all some people know. Literally, like, they don't know nothing but the hood, nothing but protecting that territory, because that's the territory that embraced them. You know what I'm saying? That's the territory that made them who they is, where they get their love, their protection, that family feel. That's where they get it from. So that's all they know. And I feel like it's an inconvenience, you know, especially somebody with that type of influence and the music he was making and even where he was going, you know, the direction he was going. He was like, we can put that to the side and let's focus on making it better for everybody.
You really think that was, you think that he was really gonna do that? Like, try to separate the streets from the music?
I really feel like if he would have got the right support from the right people, it would have been a thing for him, for sure.
Who was the right people?
Even like Dirk them, you know? Even like he said, he don't want to beef with nobody. He don't want to, you know, if we can come together, like, even like people like that, you feel me? I feel like if they was, and it's probably unrealistic for me to say, but I feel like if they was like on that, okay with that, he would have definitely changed his way. There would have been no reason for him to be that way. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think about, cause you know Von put out that tweet, that message like, yo, me and Duck had a song together and this and that, like we was finna try to end this shit. Do you think that shit was real?
Yeah, honestly. Why not? It's been so many years. So many people lost their lives. So many, you know, families hurt. So many communities shooken up. Like, why not? You know?
You think that's fucking up the whole bag of everybody in the city?
Yeah, for sure. Violence, gang violence, like us not being on one accord. Everybody want to be against each other, for sure. This city can be way better than what it is. So much more money, but people want to go relocate. They want to move to Atlanta, want to move to LA because Chicago's just full of hate and no support, and I'ma die.
Man, they hate out there too.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But the fact that we got that type of energy on us is just because of the persona everybody created. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had any situations that you walked yourself into on like, well, probably accidentally or just been like, nah, shit out, and made you think like, you know what, this Chicago shit too real?
Yeah, man. It's like a couple of years ago, I did a show, you know. I left the show pretty late. It was a restaurant on the block that I lived on that be open 24 hours, and it was late, so I would go to the restaurant, order my food. You know what I'm saying? I see these two chicks that I know from in the neighborhood. I hug one, hug the other. After I hugged the last one, I turned around finna walk, you know, back to the crib with my food, and a nigga walk up, put a gun in my chest, and he was squeezing the trigger, and the gun jammed. It was click, 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 click. Smacked the gun out of his hand, and I ran down the block, and I get halfway down the block and the gun unjammed. You just hear the bullets flying past me, ricocheting off the gate. And I got in the house. I like broke down because I just thought I was dead, you know. And that moment just made me realize, like, I gotta get the fuck out of here quick, you know. Why me? I didn't understand it. I didn't know. It was just like I felt like people was just like trying to get me, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta go. That was my moment where I'm like, Chicago crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dlow, Bob King Dlow. Like, you gonna try to kill me? Do it for the kids, let them live him? Like, I didn't understand it. I just felt like it wasn't no hope no more from that moment, you know?
So what made you change your mind?
I just don't give up easy, man. You know, of course, in the moment, you feel emotional, but you get the time to sit back and think what you really want. I really want the city to prevail. I really wanted everybody to just be happy, love each other, have fun. I wanted Chirac to turn back into Chicago. That was my goal, you know what I'm saying? And I did it for the kids so they can have somebody to look up to because it was too much going on. Look at me, watch me. Watch this boy that was homeless, sleeping on bus stops, sleeping in cars, sleeping in abandoned buildings. Watch him elevate and change his life and know the sky's the limit. Anything possible. Like, let that be the story. Not shorting them from over there so they rock with them, so let's kill them, you know? Let's focus on ourselves, self-love, self-care, and shoot up, you know? So that's where I was at with it.
Yeah. It's a good way to be with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the way you answer these questions, man.
No, I appreciate it.
I just be sitting here draw there and just listen to see what you gonna say next.
I appreciate it, bro.
I wanted to ask you, like, what was your most memorable FBG Duck memory, like, you and him had?
Okay, we was at high school. I don't remember which one. You feel me? And this one he had just dropped Slide.
Ooh, shit.
And it was going crazy.
Shit,
you feel me? And I was hosting the high school. You feel me? I had got word that he was coming. You know? So I kind of like set it up on some like surprise. It's gonna be crazy. You feel me? So when he had got there, I went backstage. We shook each other's hand. He was like, yo, you know, we chopped it up. You feel me? He just told me how he rocked with me. He loved what I was doing. While the band was like, same with you, bro. Like, your music legendary. You know, you gonna break through and motherfucker know who you is. You feel me?
Right.
So we doing a school and we playing some songs, and I'm like, man, when I play this next song, I'm gonna send this video to my brother and we gonna go crazy. You feel me? I play this song, it's like hella kids in there and they just crazy. So I stopped the song and I'm like, no, man, matter of fact, y'all can just sing this to my brother. He came out, they went nuts. Like, nuts. And we partied, we turned up to the song, and afterwards we chopped it up and we just talking about life, and he gave me some knowledge on his perspective, and it was just a great vibe, man. And I never forget that conversation. That's like the highlight of us, because he took his time with me. Wasn't no like, whatever, Dlow, cool. It was like brother to brother, man to man, Chicago to Chicago, you know? And it was a great vibe, man, for sure.
R.I.P. Duck, man.
For sure.
I know you good at rocking crowds, man. I remember I saw you rock the Nickelodeon crowd, man.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah. How was that, man? Would you say that was like your biggest show or your most memorable moment?
Oh, no, it wasn't my biggest show, but it definitely was a milestone. You know, growing up seeing Slam Fest and seeing all these big artists perform on that, and for me to be on that stage and for the crowd to sing my song word from word, and it was just like, it was an accomplishment, man. It was unbelievable. I think about it a lot too. I got the video on my phone. I be watching it from time to time. It was.
That Slam Fest was lit.
Yeah.
You did like the world dance tour thing too, right?
Yeah, I did So Summer 17 tour with Jermaine Dupri in the Rap Game cast, and I did what's the name of that tour? It was me. So it's I forgot.
I thought you did one of them big dance competitions.
Oh, I did World of Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that was my first day doing. That's my first time doing it, and they had offered me a hosting gig for me to be the host. So I did it. I killed it, rocked it, and I was the host for like 4 or 5 other shows. So that was a big deal for me because, you know, the dance coach is my life, and for me to be on World of Dance was just like amazing, man. But I feel like my biggest highlight of my life is me doing Steve Harvey show.
That's legendary.
Yeah. It's like, that's Steve Harvey, bro. I grew up on the Steve Harvey show, you know, for years. And for me to just be in his presence, for him to say my name, for me to be able to dance with him and enjoy what I love doing with him, it just made me so, it's just a blessing, bro. Like, I don't think people really understand. I did 106 in Park with Bow Wow when he was hosting. I did the BET Awards, like the pre-show. I did a lot of different things, bro, that just unbelievable. Beyonce and Bruno Mars danced to my song at the Super Bowl halftime show. You feel me? Stuff like that. Like, I got those memories, and it was amazing. Like, for sure.
That's lit.
For sure.
That's lit. You lit, brother. I want to say that, man. You lit, man. God's definitely blessing you, man. I'm happy, you know what I'm saying, you in this space right now.
Appreciate that, man.
You got a lit life, brother.
Thank
you
you,
lit.
bro. Thank you.
Lit.
Thank you, bro.
You lit. I did want to ask you this, man, but I don't want to get you in no trouble. I was going to say, like, since when you started dropping these singles and you started blowing up, Man to Man, did your pussy rate go up?
Did it go up?
Yeah.
Tremendously. Tremendously. You know what I'm saying? When I dropped my songs and I really started taking off, everywhere I went, every state, every city. You know what I'm saying?
Getting it in.
It was crazy. I used to get chased in the malls, man. I used to... I wish I can go into detail with you, but it's just too much, man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get that.
I ain't gonna do myself like that. I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah, you gotta lay your home, you faithful. You know what I'm saying? Black man don't cheat.
So black man do not cheat, for real. Facts. Facts.
No, man. We go ahead and get up out of here on that note, man.
Yes,
Dlow is always a pleasure, guy. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
And like I say, this ain't not gonna be our last conversation. We're gonna do this more.
We locked in, for sure. And to the people, everybody that watched this interview, just understand anything is possible, you know. The sky's the limit. Love yourself. Love yourself truly, deeply. Desire who you are. You're going to go through speed humps. You're going to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, but don't let that define you, define your journey or the path you've taken to become more successful, more wealthy, more healthy, more mentally stable. No holds barred. keep going, be determined, loyal, optimistic, willing to learn, and just turn up and have fun. Dlow.